Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a reading for the collective. All right, what do we got? Don't let pride get in your way. A time to give rather than to take. And what else do we have? We got one more out. Nothing is yet set in stone. Bottom of the deck, what do we got here? Communication is key. What I'm getting with this is lots of communication. I feel that people could be talking about you, but they haven't quite made a decision about you yet. So if this is about a job, because Virgo is about our employment and it being in the center of the reading, plus we have Leo here, which rules creativity, there could be people talking behind the scenes about you. But because we have Gemini and Virgo, and it says mutable moon here, and Gemini and Virgo are both mutable signs, both ruled by Mercury, there could be something coming up with this Mercury retrograde. But keep in mind that nothing is set in stone. So it's almost like you kind of have to go with the flow. Even when I looked at this card, it showed up in the reverse. Don't let pride get in your way. This is about not being fearful, okay? Not allowing your ego to control you and just letting the chips fall where they may. I feel also because we're in between eclipses, we need to be mindful about not making drastic decisions for the rest of our lives this month. We're in between two eclipses right now, which are powerful and potent. One door closing, multiple doors revealing themselves to you. But you're going to have to choose wisely. And having Mercury retrograde in Aries as of today, rabbit, by the way, April Fool's Day is canceled. With all the shit that's going on in the world, there can't be any more of a joke than what's happening now, right? But with that said, it's saying like nothing's set in stone. Don't try to force things. Don't try to make things fit. Don't let your ego get the best of you and start tearing into things. Right now, it's about chipping away and doing the small things and doing what you can. And it's also about talking to people about what you need, okay? Be mindful of allowing fear to dictate these next moves, because when we're in between eclipses and we see the world as it is, right? It's so unknown right now. Like everything is shifting and changing. Nothing is the same anymore. Every single human is like a refugee at this point, whether it's through a job or a relationship you've split from, or, moving homes, or, whatever. Everybody's kind of displaced right now. So it's like, but again, with all this mutable energy, it's saying just go with the flow. Don't make any drastic decisions in the month of April. None. We also have a Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, which is going to be extremely pivotal and very transformational, and it's going to open up some very unexpected doors. And you're just going to have to sit back and watch it and see. In the meantime, work on the things that you can be doing and the things that you need to be shutting down, so that when we have this new moon eclipse, what seeds are you planting? What seeds are you planting for your future? That's the biggest question. So what do we got here, Spirit? What do we need to know? We've got Loyal Hearts in the reverse. I'm going to read that card. I like to read the reversals and see what the meanings are. We've got the Fates. So everything is as it's supposed to be. You cannot change it, nor do you need to. And you know what? It's really funny because they're clarifying one another. And look how both of them have their eyes closed. It's like you don't see what's next. You don't see what's coming. But in the meantime, just continue to do what you're doing. And make sure that people are giving just as much as they're receiving. It's funny. I've been talking to a friend of mine about this exact card. This exact card has been coming up in my mind's eye for like the last week, because we were talking about how like weird the energy is feeling right now and how nothing seems like to be there's no stability right now. You know, we're all in limbo. We're all in this right? And I kept telling her, I see the behind or between the worlds card where we're not quite out of one world, but we're not quite in the other. And that's what these eclipses is talking about. While we have that Mercury retrograde waiting on that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. And here's the deal with Uranus. Uranus is literally the only planet that is unpredictable. If I could think I could predict it, I couldn't. If I said it could be this, it's not that. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we've got go the distance. That sits right underneath the communication is key. Go the distance. You know, it's one thing to talk about what you're going to do. So with the go the distance and the communication, it's one thing to talk about it, but it's another thing to fucking do it. You say you're going to get up and fucking move. You say you're going to quit that job, then fucking go find yourself a new one and something that you'd rather be doing. Walk your walk and talk your talk. But go the distance. Don't just say it and then do nothing about it. We've got nothing is yet set in stone and between the worlds. So nothing, like I said, we're between two worlds right now. The old and the new. We've got a foot in both. We have all this energy in Pisces, which is the past, the confusion, emotions, the grieving. And then we've got another foot in the future, which is this optimistic, you know, the grass kind of does look green over there. You know what I mean? Like it does kind of look exciting and it looks kind of bright. Why not do that? But it says nothing is set in stone. But if you're make plans, but make sure they're loose. That's what I want to say. Make sure they're loose. Because regardless, no matter what, you're going to go the distance. I want to read the loyal hearts because it showed up in the reverse, number 35. So what is this loyal hearts? So it says, are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea? Or have you become so attached to something? Yes. Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know what you are without it or who you are without it? Now is the time to look at outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it's time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all your attachments. Spirit has awesome plans for you, so make some room. And that sits right underneath the not letting pride get in your way. I feel that there could be a fear of moving forward. It's like a fear of I go to another job and they're going to treat me the same way as everyone else. So we hold ourselves back. Oh, if I get into this relationship, they're going to do the same thing. No, it's not necessarily true. It's funny here because we have this between the worlds and then we have the communication is key and they're both connected to Gemini. So this is definitely about communication. This is about short distance travel even. All right, Spirit. What else do we want to say on this one? Ask and receive. Yeah. No. Hey, you know what? Also, I'm getting is make sure. Sorry, guys. Hey. Signs and reminders. It says make sure that you say no and not let anyone take advantage of you because sometimes people can take a... Hey, Sometimes people can take advantage of your kindness. I am seeing that here, right down the middle, a time to give rather than to take. Try not to overgive then, because people will take advantage, and it's because you want to be a part of something. And that could be like an inner child wound. I almost want to say, pay attention, because we've got the signs and reminders underneath the the distance. I feel like it's like go where you're feeling called to go. I almost want to say do as much research as you possibly can too. Do research. Ask and receive. Ask Spirit for their guidance. Hey. Ask Spirit for guidance. I almost feel like, allow yourself to really nourish and nurture that inner child and get excited about the next steps that you're going to be taking. If that's in a new career, if it's in a new job, if it's in a new home, if it's in a new town, if it's in a new country, if it's in a new relationship. I mean, for everybody, it's going to be something different. We've got the communication is key, and ask for and you shall receive. Okay? Ask for and you shall receive. So make sure you're telling Spirit what you need, and then follow its guidance, and don't be afraid. And honestly, don't let fear stop you. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram under Peace Unhinged and The Footsteps to Peace. You guys, I love you all so much, and we will chat again soon. Take care.